Hello, and welcome
I clearly don't have my shiz together. Don't mind me.
to the Stormy Dragon Tavern. This is episode 78 of our Stars Without Number campaign with the delightful crew of the Gloved Molotov. I am somewhere new because I've moved house, and I am still in the throes of unpacking, so there may be some echoes and a lack of cohesive background at present, but I will rectify that.
Let's throw a rug down.
It's carpeted in here. I have a lot of boxes and hard surfaces and an open wardrobe. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll have to be fine. And I've got fat pipes. I've got really fat pipes, so I'm gonna have some fun here.
I'm sorry, hang on a minute. What did you just send me, Mikhail?
Something unnecessarily distracting, given that I'm about to run a game. So,
I sent it 20 minutes. Ah, my God.
It was 10 minutes ago. 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes ago. He's right. Okay, on me. Sorry.
Rory,
Jesus
just
Christ.
Force mute her.
okay. So, when last we saw the party, I need to figure out where I'm looking now because the camera's here, but I'm here. I'm going to move me over here just so I can
Oh, the sad face.
be looking more towards you guys and
She
myself.
looks like a puppy. An eviscerated puppy.
So, when last we saw our heroes... Wait.
Heroes.
When last we
That's
saw...
a term.
When last we saw our
heroes.
terrorists...
That's more accurate, unfortunately.
Our players.
When last we saw our party, they were in the depths of Yakubs' terrifying lair. He had
I'm glad you said his lair. It's fine.
he had seen fit to call forth all manner of mutant beasties from the weird alien spaceship pocket dimension that's in the deep dark underneath of Yakuta, and trying really hard to heck you up with them. But you were able to prevail. You fought back against his creatures, even though Mordo went on a bit of a Terminator killing spree, attacking a woman who did nothing wrong except fight back against him shooting her.
You are being killed. Do not resist.
Rip
Though-
legs.
Though in fairness, he was on mind-altering drugs and was compromised by his need to murder. Lockie activated an EMP device, thoroughly cutting short what had the potential to be a very epic mech versus mech battle. But you know what? That's honestly for the best. It could have been very, very destructive. And after the party did him in, cut off one of his arms, and gained access to his snazzy device, they stole his mech, and his shuttle, and his gun, and his toys, and...
We did not steal his shuttle.
Yes, you did.
No, he gave it to me.
You stole his shuttle. And have used it, and its impressive and unique stealth capabilities to leave, pardon me, Yakuta, and return to the Milan from whence you came.
I believe the term is conquered liberation.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, for the first time in a while, move us over to
We're actually going to go into the Milan map.
Hey! Hey, Custom! Hey! Welcome to the Milan. It's as confusing for you as it is for us.
This is a view of all decks of the ship, just to make life easier.
It's so frustrating because not all of them fit on the screen at once.
Yep.
I need to make some more pims.
You do need to make some more pins. I'm just going to go around and I'm going to gather up everybody. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start. Yeah, so moving everybody to the deck.
We have been told to hydrate.
I don't have any water.
I only
That's okay,
need a
Rory.
little bit of experience.
Someone
Oh my
can
God.
keep a tally of how many hydrates Rory has to do at the break.
Oh my god, I will kill you all.
Hail
Hey,
hydration.
you might get lucky. Someone might cancel hydrate.
Please.
I've only got just under 5,000 credits. What did I spend all my money on again?
Hydration.
Mech.
Oh yeah, I dropped like a clean 100,000 credits on mech
Correct.
materials.
That's true. Yes.
It worked out very well.
I need to get more dough from the other man because he has never been to the ship before.
The gasp.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that Lamau was basically a French cat.
Le
Oh my
Mano.
god.
Alice, your ad for this game just makes everyone like appear to be bullying Charles. It's just mean.
I mean, it's
But
not
those-
incorrect.
Those who get it, though.
Those who don't will soon learn.
Yes, they will. Things are about to get saucy! Almost literally. Like, we're probably going to turn things to sauce. Or rather, you are.
Okay. So that is everybody in their relevant places, and I'm going to switch it from pleasant Tuzzy's theme to something a bit more interesting. Maybe I'll go Pim's theme.
Aww, you big suck up.
I think this suits Pim quite well.
Hmm.
So, you have broken through the atmosphere of Yakuta. The shuttle you were flying with rumbled as it broke free of the planet's gravitational pull, and you have made it into orbit. You approach the rear of the Milan, and you send through your confirmation codes to the ship's VI named Tim, who is more than happy to open the rear fighter bay and allow your freshly acquired shuttle to dock inside.
Doesn't he have to do any scanning audibly?
I will actually hurt you.
I will drive down to your house right now.
I
Breach
know
quarantine.
I know where you live, he says.
Hit you so hard, your kids will be born bruised. Okay.
I'm just gonna... So, I also realized that you guys took the cold sleep pod and... But did you put the baby in the cold sleep pod?
No. Because I kept it in my hands, healing it.
But you did take the cold sleep pod because it was in the shuttle.
Yes,
We
did.
did, and we also took the spike drive that was in the
Mm-hmm.
bay as well.
Yes. No, not like this. Oh, what if I do? Why are you such a butt?
Okay.
Don't do me
So-
in like that.
You dock the ship with the help of the deft and tactful hands of Dimitri at the helm. And waiting for you is Dr. Lucy. She has done as you asked and has prepared a nice place to keep the baby warm and safe
Don't you dare.
while it grows to a full size, as this baby is 2 months premature by normal medical standards.
So yeah, I will
Oh
hook it up to the incubator and everything. As soon as the baby's safe, I turn to Bordeaux and literally just like point him at a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Lockie.
Yeah.
If you
Lockie
don't
is-
mind,
Not going to question it. He is just going to go straight to bed.
if no one minds, I'm gonna go plug in and do some diagnostics.
That
Ah.
would probably be a good idea.
no. Oh, wait. Everyone disappeared off the screen. Where did they? Oh. Sorry, guys.
What?
Don't worry. This is mostly me to the stream. I am so sorry. I will do my best to keep up with everyone. ensues chaos.
I'm just gonna shrug at Charles and go, coward. It's more fun playing with luck.
Oh, what the? Oh, okay. It's Rory's ship. All right. I just thought we were getting bloody invaded.
So Dimitri, I believe, dragged Catalina off end of last session.
Mm-hmm.
To play basketball.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Because you needed a distraction.
And the two of you are relatively unharmed.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Catalina's on full health.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
It's on
healed
full
you.
health.
Because I
because he
think
healed us
you,
both.
you slapped Catalina on the back before we left.
Yep.
This is true. I'm actually mostly healed now because I've been tapped a few times.
Don't care.
You got
Oh my
tapped by
god,
Jonathan
Rory!
Tulsa.
I forgot to do my level up. I will message you right now what I'm doing.
Sure.
So while they're figuring that out and playing basketball, I will take Lockie, Mordeaux, the baby, and fuck, what's his name?
Lucky Moto, the baby.
Yakub?
Yeah, Yakub, to the med bay.
I forgot to get a token for Yakub because he's there with you. Well,
You thought you could just sneakily have
most
him
of him's
disappear.
there with us.
That's a very good point. Most of him.
there is some of him that was left on the planet.
Yeah, Catalina purposely left his arm behind so that they might think he was dead.
so, Catalina
disarmed.
and Dimitri are going elsewhere. I'm just moving everybody around. So, Pim, you are going to your core
Indeed.
and are chilling. Dr. Lucy is going with Dr. Charles, Mordeaux, and Yakub to the med bay, and with the baby, and with Lockie too. Or
Look, I'm doing it once over before he gets to explore the ship.
Okay. I will just address what everybody sees when you pass through the hydroponics bay. Bear in mind, it's been about a month since you guys have actually been back to the ship. So what was just like the fledgling beginnings of a garden has actually come along quite a bit. The drones that man the hydroponics bay and keep everything functional have actually yielded quite a considerable amount of food, and a lot of the trees and crops and other plants have made really great strides, and it's looking a lot more full and lush last time you saw it.
So we probably passed Dimitri on our way to the med bay because he gets stuck and bewildered by the beauty of the hydroponics bay now.
Something like that, yeah.
Indeed. But yes, so Dr. Charles, you were able to take the Bible to the med bay. I need hang on. I wonder if there's a good Roll20 free asset for Bible.
Baby's going out the fucking airlock shortly.
Oh my god. Hey guys, you know we can also mute Rory.
Yeah, but we want to have
I've also
game
just-
run.
Yes. I can't find a good baby that isn't just an actual picture of a baby. I will find a good baby later. But yes, you put. Hang on.
Just minimize the angel image. Make it
Use
small.
the sun from Teletubbies.
Which is the voice he's using.
Baby.
It does match.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could just get a picture of Invader Zim.
You put the baby in the incubator, and Dr. Lucy is going to worry herself caring over the child, but is casting concerned dispersions over her shoulder at the state of Yakub Hanna, who is at this point wrapped in a tarp, thoroughly beaten and unconscious, and I imagine her placed on a bed.
Yes, no, he would have been placed on a bed to be taken to the med bay, but I will take care of my crew before he gets taken care of.
Of course.
So I will give Mordeaux and Lockie beds. I will tell both of them to take off their damn power armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will start looking over them one at a time to see how badly they are hurt.
Okay. Please roll me tech medical. As the bed kicks in and scans them automatically, and they lie down.
That is. That's using intelligence or
Yep.
wisdom.
Intelligence.
That is an 11.
Ooh. Very nice. You have managed to successfully stifle a lot of the wounds sustained by Lockie, but I believe there is still one hollow, jagged crystal inside of him from when he was shot. Mordeaux is wrecked. Like, my god.
Yeah, I'm talking like 4 broken rings, ribs, a dislocated shoulder, his hands shattered on his right hand. He's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So, I basically going to tell Mordeaux to get into the bed and not move.
I mean, have you got somewhere that I can smoke? I know you probably don't want me doing it here.
Get on the bed. I will move you to a room of your own so you can have a smoke later.
So, smoke here. No issues. He sits down and lights up a cigarette.
I am detecting toxins inside the med bay.
I was going to say, so Mordeaux is definitely the next player death.
You're lucky I rolled a save. Charles is just going to roll his eyes and be like, you're moving out of here as soon as possible. Actually, Dr. Lucy.
Yes?
Can you take Mordeaux down to one of the single rooms near the launch bay?
Yes, I believe that's possible. I have this infant properly stabilized and set up. He will need constant attention, but I'm sure that is within your skills, Dr. Charles.
We'll have to manage. I might have to get you to look after him for a while once I'm probably not going to be much use soon.
She has been focused very much on the more immediately injured people who you've hurried in, so she steps back, gives you a look and goes, "Oh, Dr. Charles."
I had no choice.
Says the drug
Gee, if only there was someone with medical knowledge who doesn't eat, drink, or sleep who could keep an eye on people.
I get it, Pim, but for now, I want you to look over the actual ship.
Everything seems to be going swimmingly.
So
pulls out her own bioscanner and gives you a once-over.
I will be fine for the next hour and a half or so. Probably 2 hours.
Both your arms and hands are suffering several acute fractures.
I know. It will
Again.
only get worse over the next 2 hours. I will be fine. But for the next 2 hours, I need to get this sorted so that people are functional, and then we'll deal with me.
Fine. And she will wheel Mordeaux, bed and all, off towards the more emergency beds set up next to the launch, the mission launch bay.
Yep.
And we'll put him in there and see to him.
Um,
Mordeaux, as you're smoking, she basically just slides up along next to you, inserts an IV, and says, "So, say when," and just pumps you full of morphine.
The moment she actually sticks that into me, I actually pull it out and just go, no, I'm right. Don't need it.
As your doctor, I respectfully disagree.
What? Pain relief? I'd rather stay conscious.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to begin attempting to set some of your bones now.
I'm aware.
Oh dear.
You may pass out from the pain.
We'll see.
She kind of like looks up to the ceiling and says, "Pim,
Yes.
if you could play something soothing, that would be appreciated."
Entry into the rules of Valhalla. Playing.
Okay. And as she begins to like set your bones, do you scream in regards to the pain?
No. Mordeaux has gone through enough physical pain with his reckless abandon and constant need to self-tattoo himself without anesthetics. But he's pretty much numb to it.
Okay. So as she begins to like try and like set your shattered kneecap and get something more stabilizing on your hand and things, can you roll me a physical effect save to see if you pass out?
Yeah, Alice, can you roll that?
I can, but because my back hurts and Ash didn't bring me the tripod,
Don't
Hang on one
blame
sec.
me.
I don't have the dice cam online.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But I can still
How
roll
could
it
you,
for
Ash?
Yeah,
What am I rolling? A save? A mental effect save?
Yes. No, physical effect save.
It's fine. It's a 10.
Okay.
I
You
think that
are
passes.
yes, you are in a great amount of pain, but are able to power through because as you say, you are an old hat to pain,
I'll see if I can set something up.
and she tends to do as best she can.
I'm probably grunting and then meanwhile, like, so what exactly are you doing there? Like, just asking questions about pins
Oh, you
going
mean
into
like
my
showing
leg?
how I talk to doctors?
Yeah, pretty much.
She is more than happy to talk you through everything she's doing to help stabilize your injuries, and explains everything. In fact, it calms her a bit to realize that you aren't like howling in pain. Like she asked for the music to perhaps like to help her focus, anticipating that you would scream, but is like, this is better.
Yeah, I mean, conscious people are more compliant than unconscious ones if they're in control. So,
Okay. Dr. Charles, you are giving a want to Lockie now, yes?
Yes.
Okay. He gets a scan, and while your powers are holding him together, he does still need some more attention.
So I'll grab the equipment I need to extract his belly crystal, for lack of a better term.
It's a weird
So
kind of
basically,
piercing.
I'm gonna like grab a local and just sort of be like,
Yeah.
this is probably gonna sting. Like my bedside manner at the moment is like non-existent, and he just jabs him straight in the gut.
In at the moment.
Oh,
I mean, at this point, I think you like stab the anesthetic at several points around the wound, pull out a laser saw, and then just go, pull out a pair of like needle nose pliers, and just go in, grab, and then pull out the entire crystal.
Yeah. And then as soon as it's done, I'll be like, how tired are you feeling?
yeah, I'm all right.
At that point, he'll like put it in a tray.
Mhm.
He'll hold his put his hands on either side of the cut, close them, and then do a pulse of healing energy.
Lockie was about to say, well, at least you ain't using space magic. He's just gonna look down at it, see it all heal up, and he's just like, He's been through so much, and he's just like, okay, it's just more space magic at this point. Like, at least this is the good stuff.
So, if you're not fully healed already, you get another 11 hit points.
Ooh, I'm almost fully healed now.
After that, and seeing his state stabilize, you as a doctor would probably recommend bed rest for the next day, just to make sure that he is recuperating from what the hell just happened. But aside from that, he's
fairly okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Be like, yeah, don't leave this bed for the next 24 hours at least.
You're the doc.
At which point I will turn to Yakub and scan him.
He is just like well, full arm and half arm, like on the front of him, all like wrapped up in a tarp, face all grubby and battered. He was very well groomed and presented at the beginning of this day for his party, and he looks very disheveled after what you've all done to him. You give him a scan, and he hasn't taken very much combat damage. I believe he has several lacerations across his head where his helmet was partially imploded and then forcibly removed.
Yep, that'd do it.
He has a very considerable wound at the end of his armor, where his right arm is missing.
I mean, he's got a broken nose as well because I stomped on his head.
You did. So his nose is cracked off to one side. Blood is dried across his mouth, and there are several other scrapes and just the vaguest after image of a boot print on his face.
Penny,
Yes, good.
Yes, Dr. Charles.
Can you please send 2 of your bodies down here with some restraints for our friend here?
Of course.
Thank you. As he says that, he starts to remove Yakub's power armor.
Okay. It takes you a hot minute and probably requires more careful use of that laser saw, but you're able to like pull it away piece by piece and just like discard like you do a cut at the shoulder, slide off an arm, discard it, and are able to just pull it apart piece by piece. Okay, as you are working on that, we're going to cut to Catalina and Dimitri, who have left the surgical suite behind and have made their way down to deck 3 into the large. Actually, no. Deck 2 contains the gym, which would be perfect.
Where is? Also, just as a note to the audience, if I forget to move the screen around, like the map around, because I've just lost my brain space, please yell at me to change the map to where it should be.
If you go to the center north of deck 2, that's where the ship's gym is.
Yeah, I found it.
And it has a basketball court for you to play in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Catalina is playing rather absent-mindedly and probably pretty badly.
I throw the basketball at your head.
She probably doesn't even know, like, she probably, like, half-heartedly, like, takes it and is like, what was that for? And goes
You are
and
not
picks up the
paying
ball.
attention.
Haha, bonk.
What do you want me to do? I'm got a lot going on in my head right now, I suppose.
Oh,
And she just bounces it and like tosses it back.
I'm trying to get you to focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
and not worry so much.
Okay, so what are we focusing on, and how am I supposed to stop worrying about the literal more than can count on hands things that there are to worry about right now?
You know how to compartmentalize. Do this.
Duh, I do know how.
Use the physical distraction to just, like, it takes effort to focus on basketball and not to get hit in face.
She makes a maneuver over at him and steals the ball off him.
Okay, roll me athletics with dexterity.
8, I think. Hang on. Where's
And,
my skills?
And you can oppose that, Dimitri.
Yeah, 5.
5?
There's no
Okay.
dexterity for me. Or 6. 6 technically.
Kathleen, you are able to rapidly close the distance and get the ball from him.
And she'll go and make a shot at
Okay.
the hoop.
Roll once more, please.
Same thing, athletics?
Yep.
7.
7? Yeah, that's just enough. You're able to land the basket.
And she'll like
Push.
bounce it a couple times and grab and go, I can concentrate. I can play ball. And
Okay,
then she,
now
like,
talk.
throws it at him.
Now talk.
Talk about what? What? You tell me not to think about,
What?
and then you tell me to focus on basketball, and then you tell me to talk. So,
That is typical Russian thing. It is do everything at once, but don't do everything at once.
not enough vodka for this.
This sounds counterproductive.
You know what, Pim? Probably!
I think that is also correct.
Oh,
You look at the doorway, and there is big, brash, broad-shouldered Lucia just resting up against the door frame, arms crossed, looking thoroughly unimpressed.
so I'm just gonna put it out there. Catalina has taken her apron full of knives off and put it to the side to play basketball.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of knives. That's 6 knives she has in her pockets right now.
Yeah, you don't want that jangling around while you're playing basketball.
No,
That's
so
a
she
bad
puts that-
idea.
But she's still
Have a
dressed.
knife day.
She's still dressed as a grubby, grotty server girl right now.
And Lucia says, "You look like absolute mess."
Duh.
Duh. Mess inside and mess outside.
These clothes not flatter you. Take them off.
She just like looks down at herself and goes, duh. And she just starts unbuttoning her shirt and she's like wearing a singlet underneath and looks down at her.
Shall I
Doesn't care
run?
anyway. Dimitri's seen it all before.
That's true. You both have.
Shall I run a bath and bring some clothes?
Pim, that is a good idea. Do that too.
How many baths will I be running?
3.
Very well.
Do I get to say in this? Look, it's
Yes.
fine. There is
No.
lockers in the gym. I'll just put some gym wear on. And she
Yes.
walks over and just starts getting changed into gym clothes.
Yet.
Roll me physical effect save.
Me?
Yes. Wait, no. Roll me evasion, actually.
Evasion?
Yep. Well, it's
No, that's another thing. Wait, I got...
D20.
Yeah. That is a nat 20.
Lucy,
Okay.
what are you doing?
As you are like at one of the lockers pulling out like a fresh singlet and put it on, you see Lucia come up behind you and is like attempting to like fireman carry you out of the room, but you were able to like wrangle out of her grasp.
I feel like she would struggle for a minute and then she would actually give up and let her.
Okay.
So like, she knows she could get out of this, but she's like, I don't have the energy. I'll let her.
Attention, crew of the Milan. Attention, crew of the Milan. Naked lady fight.
Well, I mean, Catalina is
There
shirtless
is no
right now.
fight here. What are you talking about?
So she just puts you up on her shoulder and just starts walking you towards a bath and says, "Trust me, it is going to be a lot better to talk when you don't smell like absolute garbage."
She's just like this against her back. Duh.
Are you
Okay.
are you coming? Are you coming, brother? She like calls out over her shoulder as she walks away.
Dimitri, if I'm being forced to do this, you have to as well. Bring Molly. She's good company.
Yeah, but I would do it willfully.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So what if I like getting sweaty and gross? Leave me alone. It makes me feel better.
Ew.
What makes you feel better is good company and good vodka.
Okay, I cannot.
Am I
oppose
bringing
this.
vodka as well?
Do we have vodka, Pim?
You do not need to bring vodka. Dimitri has some in his locker. And in the bathroom. And in the toilet behind the cistern. And in the... never mind.
No, please, keep going.
No. No.
You just see a checklist appear on the screen.
Okay.
I can picture the Milan shows up and it's like all these red dots showing up everywhere. Alcohol has been detected in locations around.
Yeah, gotta make my vodka scanner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All three of you are able to settle into a bath, and as you do, you look over and see that Lucia has, for the first time in a long time, removed her prosthetic and is soaking without it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, most of her right leg it is false, and that's how she was born.
Yes. I'm like, Catalina. Stand up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up.
What?
Face Lucia. Stand up.
What? Okay.
And I pick up a large, like, scrubby thing, and I give it to Lucia. I say, you get to do the front.
Mm-hmm.
Catalina looks so unimpressed right now. She's just like,
Oh,
Please
no.
tell me that. Please tell me there's automated shower caps.
Shower caps.
Because I will just increase the pressure so that steam fills the room.
I think at this point, steam does just begin to fill the room, and we will pan away from the
Thank you.
the onsen scene that's unfolding on the Milan.
Okay.
And
how did
something
Catalina
else.
get dragged into this,
This is
man?
turning into that pizza delivery video I watched once.
No, it hasn't.
Like,
Okay. Who wants to do something? I mean, Pim?
At the moment, I've been waiting nicely.
Sure thing. Pim, what's up with you?
I would like to start working on a project. Bio-creation, so creating an organic echo.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it's biological.
I take it
Indeed.
Pim is in the supercomputer?
Yeah, there's several of me all around the ship, dotted if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I have, but I mean, like...
I've actually been moving them too and doing things.
I don't know which Pim to focus the map on, okay? I'm sorry.
He is everywhere. So now it seems that there's three Pims converging in the advanced lab, all stand there, give each other nods, and they all get to work.
Yeah, it's like standing in front of a mirror nodding at myself.
Absolutely.
All right. Any roll I need to make?
Roll me tech medical and tech pre-tech.
Tech pre-tech, I rolled 8, so that's 11. Oh, wait, no, that's 10. I've only got a +1.
Okay.
And tech medical is 7, so +1 almost, so that's 9.
Okay. You are formulating several hypotheses amongst yourselves, trying to figure out the best way to approach this problem. It's going to take some time, and it's a pretty new field in which you are delving, but you have the time currently, as you thoroughly suspect, no one is expecting you to have absconded with a stealth shuttle, and so the investigation of the accoutrements is going to be entirely planet bound for a decent amount of time.
I zoomed
And
in, and then the map just jumped. I don't know where I am anymore.
Oh yeah, I also arrived with the restraints for Dr. Charles.
Indeed.
At which point I lock Yakub to the bed.
Okay.
Is it the doom bed?
For now it is.
Lovely.
Why did you keep the doom bed?
Because of reasons.
What? Oh, the doom bed. No, this is not be that bed.
You said yes.
This is not
you
the
can't
bed.
Take it back.
I can. This is not the bed that we used to
Kill
kill and then
Catalina?
revive Catalina.
You mean brutally electrify, murder, and melt Catalina?
No, that's a lie.
Hey, I have you know I got rid of the nanites.
Yes.
No, she's painfully aware of that fact.
Yeah, very painfully aware.
Hey, if it worked, you know. That's why I needed Charles there. In case I fucked up.
You're just lucky that I had fucking pre-tech.
That one bag of magical tech revival was very useful to have.
Yes.
Okay. So various things are unfolding on this ship.
Once I've got Yakub like de-armored and like locked down properly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one other thing. I don't do a scan on him looking for cybernetics.
Okay. He's clean.
None at all?
No cyberware.
Cool. Once I'm sure he's stabilized, I'm going to go check on Mordo.
Okay.
I feel like you would know as a doctor who has implanted tech into people that some can't be detected under scans. And they
Yeah, but I
have to
can't
be
do much
done a
about that.
medical examination.
That'll be done soon. He's asleep at the moment. It's not going to change much.
Oh,
Yeah.
as long as you're aware of that, out of game, I feel like that's something that Dr. Charles would know, because he's
Yes.
implanted or helped in the implantation of cybernetics into his crew.
Dr. Charles, when you're done whatever it is you're doing, I could use a consult.
I will as soon as I've made sure that Mordo is fine.
You walk through the advanced lab and find 6 PIMs all just standing around examining different hollow screens going, yes, interesting. I agree. Perhaps if we tried, yes, me, wonderful thinking.
Is that what I sound like?
Occasionally.
Indeed, Pim. Yes, Pim. Lovely Pim.
What a great idea, Pim.
And
Oh,
you,
Pim, you magnificent beast.
you go into the mission launch bay, and as soon as the door slides open, you are met with a cloud of cigarette smoke, as now Mordo and Dr. Lucy are both smoking and laughing.
Yep. I'm also sitting on the edge of the bed with 2 syringes, 2 needles next to me, and 3 bullets with the top cracked off, and I'm mixing gunpowder with saline.
Please tell me they're baked.
Oh yeah, I'm high as fuck at this point.
And so is Dr. Lucy.
Charles walks in, looks.
Hey Charles. Hey, you want to just spot this one? And he just starts putting the syringe into his arm, trying to tattoo a line down his arm next to the next tattoo.
This guy's too much, Dr. Charles. Where did you find him?
I mean, yeah, you've got to have fun, right?
What happened?
Because psychos just want to have fun.
Oh, look,
He
this
points at Mordo and he's like, "You are not allowed to leave this room."
Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh, actually, when you're interrogating Dickhead, do you mind if I drop in? Because, like, I mean, I've had a bit of practice at that sort of thing, and you guys tend to just, well, you cut off his fucking arm, for one.
I can fix that.
But, like, there's more effective ways, is all I'm saying.
For now, or then, we just wanted him to stop doing what he was doing. He stopped.
Mordo just shrugs and takes another very long drag. Yeah, like, oh, yeah, cool. I mean, look, I can do a masterclass on it with your crew or something if you really want to talk about this shit.
Prefer not.
All
Normally,
right.
I try to avoid hurting people as much as possible.
No, see, that's exactly the point. You don't want to hurt them at all. Hurting people just gets you the wrong answer quicker. What you want to do is you want to hurt yourself in front of them. Makes them really scared. If you're crazy enough to do that to yourself, what are you going to do to them? Am I right? And I look at Lucy and laugh.
I can't believe half the things this guy says is too much. Oh god, this stuff is strong.
Look, Charles, unwind. Come have a joint with me.
Yeah,
We've just been through fucking hell.
I can't. And you see him sort of wince a bit, and he's like, I have limited time where I will be functional. So I'm not making anything mess that up. So please just stay in the room, lie down, recover, and I will come back when I can to heal you after you've rested some.
Yes, no, yes. I'll stay here and I'll recover, but you can't expect me to stay in this damn bed.
It's fine. I've got him covered in splints. Look at him. He can move around. He can scratch his butt. He can go to the toilet. Don't worry about it. He's gonna be okay. I took care of it. And then I found this. and she like falls off the stool she was sitting on, and then she just keeps on laughing.
I just chuckle and laugh and look at Charles and just go, is this first time?
I would imagine so.
Ah, fair enough.
Well, enjoy. Just don't move too much because it takes a while for your bones to set properly.
Yeah, I know.
can't
And they
feel
go
them at the
crunch,
moment.
crunch. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm pretty sure my body couldn't handle any more of your fucky, wacky shit. No issues. Just, if you want someone to talk to the dude, get me to do it. I'm a little bit more persuasive than you guys chopping off arms.
We'll see how he feels when he wakes up, whenever that is.
Sure. All right.
At which point he just turns around and starts to walk back into the advanced lab.
Okay.
Pim,
So
you
much
needed
for
something?
relying on the doctor to
Oh,
be a
lucky.
doctor. Oh, sorry.
Lucky.
Yes.
Yeah, Yakum wakes up.
He's restrained now, so
He is entirely restrained. You are lying in your own bed. I assume you have stepped out of your power armor.
oh, definitely, yeah.
And just have it like on standby, standing at the foot of your bed as you're like relaxing, like nursing some of your more tender spots, and you just hear like the sound of like frantic struggling from the opposite side of the room as Yakub hastily tests his restraints.
He's gonna actually ignore him. Like act like he hasn't noticed he's there.
Okay. He eventually Yakub looks over to you and says, "Hey, where are we?"
Somewhere.
We're in space, yes. And like he looks out the window. Okay. It's based on where the Milan is positioned. He cannot see the planet. So he says, "How long have I been out? Where have you taken me?"
It's just nighttime. Don't know what you're talking about. Still on the planet.
I can feel these ship's engines.
Oh, is that what that is? Couldn't tell.
And I feel like at this point, 3 Pims walk into the room.
Hello.
I imagine that I wouldn't be too far behind him because I'd have him on a thing saying that if he woke up, it would buzz me.
Yes, so you were like about to converse with Pim in the lab, and then 2 Pims just leave. And your compad pings, but he like rolls over, sees 3 identical humans and goes, "Hello?"
Hello. I apologize for this, and I'm going to give him a sedative.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Is the intent to like make him dopey or entirely knock him out?
Knock him the f*** out.
Okay. Dr. Charles, you are nearby, so you like enter the room as Pim is administering this, and you can see Yakub's eyes going like, like he gets dopey.
I wanted to talk to him before you did that.
Dr. Charles, you are in no position to really talk to anyone. You don't
I'm in
have
a
long.
position to. I don't care. I wanted to talk to him quickly before that happened, but I guess it'll have to wait until he wakes up again later.
Lockie's going to kind of look over at him now, actually kind of acknowledging him there and go, well, I wanted to fuck with him more.
Don't worry, you'll get plenty of chance to do that later.
I would prefer it if all of the crew is at 100% before we deal with this kind of thing. Can you agree to
It will
that?
take a week. You can't keep him in a medically induced coma for a week.
Why not?
Also, I need to.
Valid.
I mean, yeah.
Pim doesn't have a moral compass for that kind of stuff.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as he has a saline as well as an IV solution to help him keep his fluids and vitamins up, we can keep him in a chemically induced coma indefinitely.
There are things I need answered. Like, the fuck is wrong with that baby?
True.
He's premature.
Well, I'm sure as a doctor you know where the epinephrine drawer is if you do need to wake him up.
It can wait until I've had rest as well, because it's going to hurt in an hour or so. So
It's already beginning to hurt, Dr. Charles.
Oh, I know. You wanted me for something?
Pain threshold.
Yes, please, come with me. There is something that I think you'd find interesting.
I follow.
Okay.
He leads you back into the lab and he starts showing you different genetic scans of things he's collected over the years. That includes genetic code that he's extracted from like each members of the crew. And he starts to go into details. I believe I can make a new echo, a more advanced echo, using some of the genetic code that has been written into Catalina. After all, it is pliable and yet organic. I might be able to make a superior echo. But, alas, my anatomy and biology isn't as good as yours.
Have a quick look at what, like, if he's got a basic blueprint of what he's thinking.
He's got like a basic like breakdown genetically, like he has like a partially completed helix of DNA, and you can see the different parts of different people he's like attempting to splice together to achieve maximum effectiveness, and is also currently puzzling through how to create an effective mechanical to bio interface between his core and the nervous system of this echo. He's in the early stages, but has a few different theories based on how Catalina's partially metallic insides are functioning at the moment.
I will need to run some tests on Catalina, but I do have a baseline.
You have a basis. It might also pay a visit to our mantis friends again.
Indeed. But I believe the next time we see them will be in roughly 9 years.
The way it's going, yes.
I was thinking, your psychic abilities involving biological reconstruction and adquation, as well as the changing of our dearly departed Darius into another form. I thought that might also be used. Is it
Possibly.
all biological tissue
What?
that you can affect? Is it all biological tissue?
For the most part, but it's mostly used to, like, get rid of birth defects and things. It's not
I see.
to change the human body.
Well, I'm not attempting to change. I'm attempting to make. Maybe a symbiotic type body. I hope this doesn't worry you. Understand that I'm not some mad scientist.
I think as long as the proper precautions are made to stop anyone from doing anything stupid, it should be fine. But
That is why I'm consulting you. I feel you can trust no one better than yourself when dealing with these things.
I will have a proper look at it once I've woken up.
Yes, I've left some sedatives as well as some tranquilizers to help with the pain. I know your bones crackling. It cannot be pleasant.
I will be fine. It's nothing that I haven't felt before.
Would you like some food or drink before you enter that state?
No, I'm just going to get some stuff sorted and then probably have a glass of whiskey before I go lie down for a bit.
Very well.
At which point he walks over to one side of the advanced lab, presses a few buttons on the machine that's there, the pre-take recompiler, sets it to start, and then walks off to go get changed out of the suit that he's currently wearing.
Okay. I feel like your suit's looking pretty damn good as well. Like it's a bit scorched and wrinkled in place that you've had like psychic armor on most of the time. Means you're doing alright. Perhaps like some stains under the pits and things from overexerting yourself. But it's okay.
So I put that away. I have a quick shower, get changed into like pajamas, go into my closet, pull out like my last bottle of Elfter's whiskey, open it up, pour myself a glass, close it, put it back in my wardrobe, walk back out upstairs, back to Med Bay 1, and I lie down in the bed next to Lockie while I'm sipping my glass.
Okay.
Lockie is going to be like concernedly giving like side eyes to him, like, do I really want to be in a bed next to him when he goes all space wacko?
Like you can see like he's holding the glass and is like taking sips, but like his active and non-active hands are both like shaking as he's beginning to allow himself to relax. And like every time he goes for like an excessive bend on a joint, you can see him like wincing with the pain of the motions.
I'll look over and go, how you holding up there, Doc?
I'll be fine. Just
You're not looking fine.
Waiting for the look on Rory's face.
regalia isn't nice to come down off of.
Yeah, I kind of remember what happened last time.
Last
gonna
time
have
I
to-
didn't have any extra doses on me. This time I do.
Going the old weaning off it.
Well, smaller dosing and microdosing so that I don't go completely nuts and tear the entire ship in two.
That would be appreciated.
That's what I
Indeed.
figured. So it should be fine. Just have my
Well-
whiskey and then I'm going to rest for a bit.
You let me know if you need anything, alright?
I should be fine. You rest. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be right.
I just want to be as close to Yakub as I can, just in case he wakes up.
At this point, a Pim carrying a tray covered in a shiny silver lid walks in and unveils bacon, pancakes, eggs, waffles, sausage, toast, syrup, and a pint of some kind of very Australian alcohol.
Look, he's just gonna be like, Pim, I've missed being back on the ship. Gotta say, I missed you. cooking."
Indeed. All right, let's bring up the table. I brought a handkerchief in case you need to wipe, but I doubt you will. He says as he slides the large tray over to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like more than what a normal person can eat, but like he kind of thinks of you as a Saiyan, so
And Lockie's gonna chow in, but Pim, you gotta eat with me. It's just weird me just doing this by myself.
very well. One of the ideas behind what my project is that I'll be able to taste food. He says as he sits down and he goes straight for the pancakes. They are fluffy.
He's gonna kind of try and spend some time with Pim describing what the tastes are like.
Thanks, sweetie. That was
Aw.
amazing.
He can't taste it at the moment, but he feels bad that you don't get to enjoy it, the flavors.
I'm pretty sure Pim would really appreciate that.
You know, we
It's so
all love
wholesome.
Pim, man. Like, we actually
Yeah.
genuinely all love Pim.
Yeah, I reckon he'd be a little bit weepy as that happens, but he would be very bright-eyed and childish at learning what foods taste like.
Mm-hmm.
And even after the finishing, I think he would start going into like other foods that they don't have there, like what sourness is like and everything like that.
One day I will taste the infamous egg and its yolk. And coffee.
As this humorous exchange goes on, you look over at Dr. Charles in the bed next to him. He is unconscious, and you can see that his bed is registering that, like there's a flashing screen kind of above it, just saying "attention needed." Like,
Well, there's 2 Pims in there, so one
Yes.
Pim is going to take to that.
yes. So as one Pim regales with Lockie about what food tastes like, a second Pim comes in and applies arm splints to Dr. Charles as like he sits in his bed unconscious.
We got to
Yay.
hydrate because Nick made us hydrate this time. You can
Damn
always
you,
you
Nick.
can all yell at Nick.
Does
It
hot
doesn't show
chocolate
for me in the
count as-
chat.
Does
Oh,
hot
it
chocolate
does
count as
pop up.
hydration?
No,
No,
hydration is water.
Damn
Hydration
it.
is anything.
No, I
I'll
don't
get
have
some
water.
All right,
I have
be right back. I gotta go get water.
Okay.
Mother
Now-
doesn't count either.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't. It's specifically water.
It does for me.
Nope.
Now, at this point, we are going to cut back to Dimitri and Catalina and Lucia. You've been in your various baths for like half an hour now, and are probably feeling a lot better. Like every time you tried to talk before you all fully relaxed, Lucia just said, "Shh," rest now. And it's only after in the steam and the haze that Lucia is asleep in her tub and just like.
Do you think she'll be okay in there?
She gives you peace.
I'm pretty sure Pim would show up and take them out of the tubs. Only because stewing in water for that long is actually very bad.
No, fuck,
Really?
man.
Drinking that
It
water
feels
for that long makes you
amazing.
tea.
Stewing in water for a long time is very bad.
Who
Well, why is
cares? It
that?
feels good.
Because water carries a whole bunch of things inside of it, and if it soaks into the skin, some of those things inside the water will get into the bloodstream.
That's fine. It won't kill us.
Okay.
This
That's
is
actually a
water
myth.
is purified.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, the real reason is because heat, and if you've got a heart condition, you might have a heart attack. It's got nothing to do with the water itself. It's just long periods of heat.
Oh, really? I learned it in my
Yep.
therapy. But okay.
Knowledge changes over time.
I don't know.
Did you-
I'll bring it up. I'll get my science book.
So Lucia is asleep and is no longer insisting that you both shush and relax.
Catalina's
It was
probably
just so she
sitting
could
on
get
the
some
edge.
relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
So, that vodka.
What vodka?
You said you had vodka.
Duh, I have
Really?
vodka everywhere.
Could really use some right now.
Okay, close your eyes for 1 second.
Dimitri, I've seen it before. We used to bake together
No,
when
no,
we
no.
were
That
children.
is not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. And she like looks away.
So you hear a light splash, a weird noise, and I'm like, okay, here is vodka.
And then you hear another splash as Molly jumps from Dimitri's tub to Catalina's tub.
Ah, hello, Molly. How are you doing?
I saw everything.
Oh, hi, Pim. You're still here.
Oh, I forgot. Private. You
It's
just hear a
I would imagine that the baths are the one place we wouldn't allow Pim to have cameras.
There's no cameras, but that doesn't mean there isn't.
most
Speakers
injuries occur in the
and-
bathroom.
He's got a
Most
point.
injuries occur in the bathroom.
No, there would be
Mhm.
microphones and speakers still. I just don't think there would be videos, or at least if there
No,
was
there'd
cameras,
be
it wouldn't
no
be-
video.
Yeah.
There'd be no video, but there'd definitely be, because like in space, no one's going to come and hear you or help you unless they know. So
So you have vodka and are exchanging drinks.
That's what we do.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then-
A couple of shots in, Catalina also.
And then I drag you into the steam room and beat you with a branch, yeah?
A ranch? What?
A branch.
Branch.
Oh, a branch. Wait, in the steam room? Why is there a
Yeah.
branch in the steam room?
That's very Greco-Roman.
I have very, very strange questions.
It's a very particular type of branch,
It's willow.
It's not always willow. I don't think the Russians
Isn't
use
it?
willow. They use something else.
Oh, the
Probably more like
Russians.
birch,
Oh,
because
of
that
course,
grows
because there's
everywhere.
massive Catholic group running through Russia. Of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Hey.
I don't think willows actually grow in Russia. They probably use birch because that's what they've got.
What do you
Imagine so.
want? What is it, Dimitri?
What is what?
Stop!
Just
You're
open the doors.
So annoying right now. I just want the vodka, the steam. I mean, I like the bath better than the steam. Now I just feel gross and sweaty all over again. But
But wait. We come here, we lie in steam, we beat each other with stick. Well,
Oh, you mean I
Direction.
can beat you too? She snatches a stick and smacks you over the back of the head.
Back of head is fine. Back is better.
I don't want any of your kinks, and he throws it back. You keep that between you and your men. Not
And
for
in the
me.
Okay, and now we go and jump in the
Cold? Oh, you're really going to make me do this?
Duh. You can get back into warm bath after, but we leave here, we go to cold bath.
Okay, okay. You and... Alright, let's go.
Yeah, it's it's probably not like minus cold, but it's more like 5 degrees.
Sure.
It's cold water. It's just...
I push you in.
You just. I imagine there's some kind of loud noise that accompanies the very sharp change in temperature.
Oh, sweetheart! Pista!
What is? Oh, you did the cold water again, didn't you, Dimitri?
like-
Of course I did cold water. It is best part. So refreshing.
Catalina's
Okay.
gonna grab like a wet towel and like slap it at him. Cold water wet towel.
What is that noise?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm walking. I'll turn that off. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't unmuted. My bad.
All good.
Look, it fit in.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You,
That's the noise it makes when you get beaten with the stick.
After
Yeah.
you go.
You-
After about an hour or so, I'd be messaging Pim.
okay. So Catalina gives Dimitri a jolly good wet, like cold wet towel slap across the butt.
You are just as bad as... Duh.
Harbonans are frat boys in a locker room.
No. She's probably thinking of her brother.
Yes.
Do the same shit. I know,
That's why she trailed off.
because we do the same shit to each. Anyway.
You know I miss him, Dimitri. And it's
Duh.
impossible to believe that he's actually gone.
You think I don't miss him?
No, I'm sure you miss him too. Just... It's weird. And now
This is why I refuse to believe.
I still find it hard to believe that he's gone.
Until I have my brother's body in my hands, he's not dead.
I wish to believe this is true, but what could have possibly survived from this?
I don't know. But he was always tricky.
That's true.
He'd have contingency plans he would not tell him.
That's true, but he hasn't even tried to contact.
Maybe that is part of the cover. Maybe his contingency did not work quite as he planned. I don't.
You know, I sent him message before this all happened. It never got to him. Oh, it was good. It was good riddle. It was picture of flower and just said little Lina. He would have got it. And now Annie. Annie is... I hope she is not also lost.
Maybe. But at least we have chance.
Dimitri, I really hope that your family is not as fucked up as mine.
I think my family is different.
Oh, did you not hear what they said about my mother? Mama has been apparently Mama and Papa are no longer together.
No, I think what it is, your mother has become one with the.
It seems she has become more technology than person. Although, I'm not sure I can exactly say much different for myself. What will they think? What will Papa say? He's going to
He would
hate
say-
it.
He would say, "I love you, you stupid girl."
Probably. He will probably also kiss all of my face and then scruffle my hair and pick me up and throw me somewhere
Try.
because that's what he does.
We'll try.
Duh. I wasn't as bulky back then as I am now. Like, I mean, look at these guns. They're pretty something.
Cool. Give me a hug. And then get Lucia out of the stew she's made with herself.
Lucia, you need to get up.
I'm fine. It is good to take off a leg every once in a while.
Okay, as
No,
long
it
as
is
you're
not that.
awake
It
in
is you
there.
are sitting so long in the hot water, you're too dehydrated.
I have a bottle of water. I'm being good. I know how to bath. God.
See, look, she knows how to relax. Maybe we can take some lessons from Lucia.
Okay, maybe go back with Lucia. I have other things to do.
Okay, I guess I'm hopping back in the tub because I'm freezing. See this goosebump? This is because of you.
Good.
And she slaps you again with the towel before jumping back in the hot water. Pizda.
If you two are done having the warm fuzzies, we better be going to Habana next.
What? Why? What's... Did something happen?
Because it is both your homes, and it is less than 2 days travel away. Of course we're going, right?
No. We cannot go yet. There is
Soon
too
Soon.
much to...
Soon we are going.
We need
Excellent.
to go back to Yakuta. We have to go back first. There is...
No, first we have to talk to Yakub and find out what we can from him. Then maybe we visit Yakuta again, blast it from space, and then we go to...
We need to go back to Yakuta. There's unfinished business. We need to strike while the iron is hot, and...
The other thing is, like, there is also passengers that we need to pick up.
Duh, we cannot leave Tassi behind.
Tasi.
Don't talk to me about the monks! The monks made their decision. They want to stay on this stupid planet. I could tell... You know what? Don't get me started. She's had a few drinks by this point.
Mhm.
Don't get me started, okay? I spent 5 years on this stupid planet doing exactly what they think they know what they're doing. But they have no idea, and they don't want to listen. Just so stupid. They are naive and need someone to tell them what to do. So, we probably
So
shouldn't
we're not
leave them
going to
here.
Habana because you're going to stay in your...
I am going to have a bath. And I will think about this tomorrow. I thought you had things to do. You know what? Maybe I'll stay here with Molly and we will have conversation. How are you doing,
Okay.
Molly? Oh yeah, you are. Look at you swim in that bath. You're doing such good job. Who taught you how to swim?
She is doing the most ineffectual doggy paddle with all 6 legs. She's not built the water at all. But
Kelly's-
is having the time of her life all the same.
Kelly's gonna jump in and like sort of like help her out and like play with her in the water. See,
Mm.
look, it's lots of fun. Maybe we should get you smaller tubs so that you can, you know. Or is this okay? You okay with this?
This.
Okay, it's like swimming pool for you. You are small.
Yeah.
Duh.
And then I come back next week and she's evolved to have a snorkel. Or web to feet or something, I don't know.
Little Molly, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You did not get sore? No, hurt in everything that happened?
No? I got new memories.
What? New... She looks over at Dimitri, if Dimitri's still there. New memories? What this mean?
So the tentacle man, the angel guy, I think, they Molly connected me with them before they passed away. Although I'm not sure about the tentacle. Anyway, they were originally soldiers, and they volunteered to be put in some strange alien. And then I do not understand the whole situation, but they seem to be volunteers, and then they seem to turn into the.
Catalina, looks from Dimitri to Molly and gently goes, Molly, can you
Yeah?
show me this?
No, do not. We can wait till we have more people, but. Duh.
Okay, this probably was.
I'll do show later.
She is tough cookie. Little Molly.
Duh.
Molly, you are very brave. You know what? You are good, Molly. And she gives a little pat on the head. You are a good little space bug. I like you, Molly. I mean, I always
You
like you,
too.
but still. How about you go with Papa Dmitri and, I don't know, do whatever it is he is asking of himself. I don't know. Where are you even going? What are you doing?
I'm going to the garden to check on the plants, check the sheep, because we have not been here for months.
You see Molly curl up into a ball, kind of sink a little bit, and then uses the downwards drop and her own buoyancy to bounce out of the water in a ball, fly through the air, and then just land on your shoulder, Dimitri.
Yeah, I just wrap a towel around myself and I leave.
Okay. Pim, you receive a call from Mojo.
Hey, Pim, you there?
Yes.
Ah, excellent. Look, the doctor was looking pretty shit. Is he still up?
I believe he's passed out.
Fucking excellent. All right. I stand up and look around the room and find a wheelchair. I assume if I'm in a medical bay, there's a wheelchair around.
Would you like me to get some of my bots down here to lead you around?
No, I got it. I remember the way I came. I can head back to where Lockie is as easily enough.
That is where Dr. Charles is.
Well, he's asleep, isn't he?
Yes, but I don't know if he's going to wake up.
No, that's good too. And I start looking around through drawers for a texter.
Okay.
No. Don't use any of those texters. Those are for medicals and surgeries and stuff. Here, I'll go get a permanent marker from the rec room.
Yeah, no, actually, he has done a decent job. Maybe not today. Anyway, he's just gonna unfold one of the wheelchairs and pick up Lucy and put her on the bed because she's probably zoned out by this time and fallen asleep.
She is already curled up a little bit on the foot of the bed. She's found a bag of freeze-dried blueberries from the launch bay, and it is just snacking and enjoying herself.
I'll just pat her on the head, tuck her in, and say, "Yeah, I'll be right back." And jump in the wheelchair and start heading to Lockie, the whole time trying to do wheelies on it.
Okay.
Because that's just who he is.
Roll for wheelie. What is that?
Yeah, roll me vehicle land. with dexterity.
We got a hydrate, by the way. So everyone
I
take
have
2 sips.
Yeah, Alice, can you roll vehicle land with dexterity?
Okay.
I was being half sarcastic,
that
joking.
is
I
not
wasn't
good.
serious.
Cool. That's a 3 on the dice. Hydrate, y'all.
Uh,
Already
You-
did.
you collide with most of the chairs in the advanced lab as you are going by, trying too hard to wheelie and paying a lot less attention to actually where you're going. But you are able to eventually make it to to Medbay 1, where Charles and Yakub are asleep, and Lockie is probably just polishing off the remains of eggs while talking about the flavor and the consistency with Pim.
Hey,
He
you
has
get
maple syrup down his chest.
as I roll in, I'm just like, hey, you get room service?
Lockie's just gonna like hunch over the food and kind of like drag it towards him. Like,
You could say Lucky has been a VIP ever since he said that I was his buddy.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. And I just sort of sit in one of the chairs in the room and start smoking more. So that
actually,
was
at that, Lockie's gonna turn to Pim and go, mate, you're my brother.
There is
Bear
still
with me a
one of
few
my
seconds,
Pims
sorry.
inside the kitchen. Say the word.
Go on, Chris.
sorry, I'm just in a store at the moment. I'll be right out.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Can I like have it like Pim? Actually, I need to. Can you roll me a mental effect save, Ali?
Oh no. Okay.
You want to fail on purpose? Is that what's going on?
Okay, failed. All right, so Pim's gonna hug Lockie.
No.
I do not know what I am doing.
It's all right, mate. It's called a hug. This is right.
Oh, okay. This is
So
weird, but
cute.
oddly comforting.
You're all good, mate. You're all good.
So cute.
I suddenly want to make souffle.
He's gonna look over at Mordo like, do you know how to make souffle?
He probably would. He's from like a half Spanish, half French planet.
Yeah,
Because I can tell you now, Lockie doesn't.
Mm.
I feel like
It's
Lockie
made
like,
out of
what
egg.
even is a souffle?
It's egg without the yolk.
Sorry, I'm back. Apologies for that, guys.
You're good.
So, I'm just gonna prop myself up in the corner and just start talking shit. Like, man, that was fucking wild, wasn't it?
Telling me.
Mm.
Not exactly what I bargained for. I mean, that wasn't exactly job description, yeah?
Rarely ever is.
Well, yeah, figures. I mean, it never is, but shit. That was different. I thought
Gotta
this was meant to be... Well, it was an extraction job. That was a little bit more than an extraction job. And we took what? Not 1, but 3?
Heh, more fun this way, you gotta admit.
I'd like
it's
to.
definitely... Yeah, you go.
I'd like to add that Pim hasn't released the hug yet. It's getting awkward.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like blowing heads off robots as much as the next dude. But, like, shit, I think I cut that one a bit fine.
Yeah, you did actually. I was gonna say. You alright there?
You know, I think I've got a concussion, but that'll go down.
Yeah, you can walk it off.
Meh, it's fine. I'm just, trying to figure out what I'm going to do now.
Well, you can sign on with us, or you can go elsewhere. I don't know. Kind of enjoying having you around.
Yeah,
Indeed.
likewise, but if you guys are going big scale again, it's going to cost more. I mean, I've got bills and shit, dude.
If I promise to save Throwhala, would you agree to sign on?
He sort of looks at you and just sort of shrugs and then looks down again. You can promise a lot of things, Pim. In reality, all we did today was go and murder a few people who deserve to be murdered. We're not exactly saving the planet anytime soon.
No, but I still do have all of the routines as well as information as to how to make Throhala an extremely fertile planet for both food and others.
Yeah, that's the thing, Pim. I don't think fertility of the planet or food is really the problem anymore.
Well, even so. Better than nothing.
So anyway, how long until this guy wakes up?
He went for another
depe-
nap.
Which one? And he just sort of like motions over both of them, because I know I was being non-specific about Charles or what's his name either.
About half an hour to the epinephrine.
Wait,
He says
Again.
as he takes out adrenaline.
yeah. And I sort of just shrug and look at you again and go, yeah, that doesn't clarify, Pim. Which one?
Oh, probably just Yakub. I'm not sure I want the ship to be ripped in half.
I think Moto's just going to blink at that. Just, oh.
Yes, we
Yeah,
had
well,
a issue earlier in the previous ship where Dr. Charles ended up having a nightmare. It was actually kind of funny. Catalina said we shouldn't wake him up.
So what happened?
Oh,
At that,
The
Lockie's just gonna
entire
like
ship
whisper
shook.
quietly, "Space magic." And not
I
the
saw
good
it.
kind.
I sort of just look at Lockie and the pen that was in my pocket. I just take it out and throw it as surreptitiously as I possibly can so it skitters across the room under a bench.
oh dear. Oh,
No.
Oh my. Pim walks over. Does anyone have books on infants?
Are you for real? I get up and just pick it up.
You can't,
Pim
it's
is gonna-
attached to a incubator.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't pick it up. Pim
Why
is
do
going
that?
to place a bowl of milk next to it.
Like,
Drink. Drink. It appears this thing is useless.
I mean, yeah, generally we are pretty useless until we hit at least like...
He's gonna try
Four,
and
maybe
spoon
five.
feed it.
Pim.
No, I want to see where this goes.
He's gonna try spoon feed it milk.
did you heat this milk at all, or is it just like fresh from the fridge?
It's fresh. It's just straight from the fridge. It's cow's milk.
You take this milk.
I mean,
I just felt like.
this child is probably on a drip, an IV drip. Like,
Mhm.
It won't kill it.
Drink the milk, damn you.
Pim, babies don't work that way.
They don't work at all by the looks of it.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I have never seen a child before. What can it do, aside from make an obnoxious noise?
Well,
No, that
okay.
pretty much sums them up.
Have you ever met a narcissist, Pim?
That's not a very nice thing to say about Darius.
Ah, well, yeah, okay. Imagine this little baby as Darius, except 5 times stupider and with less social cue control.
A very foul smell begins to issue from the baby's incubator.
It is releasing toxins into the air. Should I enter an emergency state?
We're good for now. Anyway, enjoy your shitty room, Lockie. You get fucking table service, but my place doesn't smell like shit. And that's not
Lockie's
feeling bad.
going to look over at Charles unconscious and go, I'm checking myself out.
I'm just going to go through all books on children that we have available to us.
I mean, you're close enough to connect to the web, so
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
do
alright.
you can do an LGOOG search.
Yep.
I'm doing an LGOOG search on how to look after an alien baby.
Well, copyright,
Yeah,
man.
You connect to Space Google and download lots of chunky packets, and over the course of the next 5 minutes, you commit all 15 of you to read like the top 15 books on the topic, just like speed read and go, oh my, oh, I need diapers and warm milk. And you are able to give yourself like a
I'm
basic...
going to get every single echo on the ship doing this.
Okay.
Like a surgery. There's going to be 2 performing, 3 assisting.
And you start...
Forceps.
Forceps.
You like carefully remove the nappy with pliers.
Oh God.
Like to see just like a smear of green inside.
Oh my. Dimitri's God. That does not look good. Hey, is this normal?
No one's in there to tell you anymore.
Lucky's gone. And Charlie,
You need to move the
unconscious.
icons out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have one of the Pims go actively get Lucy and bring her.
Okay. She like staggers forwards because you find her asleep in the bed, and she comes in, sees a partially unnappied baby and goes, "Oh my God, Tim, what did you do? Give me a nappy and some wipes. Come on, I can do this." And like over the course of like a minute, it's like legs up, wipe, bin, wipe some more, bin, nappy, and she goes, did you get all that?
You should lie down. Yes, I believe I learned. Attention, crew of Milan. I have learned to fix Boom Boom.
Catalina in the bathroom. What the fuck is Boom Boom?
And that we're gonna go for a break.
So
Oh
Rory,
my God.
if I calculate correctly, that's six sips for you.
I'll go and fill my bottle ASAP.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. I guess we're yeah. No,
We'll be back.
wait. Oh no, it was a no hydrate, so you don't have to have any. But then there was a hydrate, so you can have 2.
I will be
Hydrate.
drinking.
That's a bite.
So
What? I said hydrate, didn't I?
I have no idea.
when we come back, I'm gonna have us like jump forward at least a day so that people can be conscious and proceed with the plot. If you guys want to do that, so
That's fine.
a day will have passed, more resting will have occurred, and Mordo can at least have gained some healing from resting. And then, if you want healing from psychic powers, to perhaps bolt him a bit more.
Question about the meta. Would he understand the cost system strain?
You probably encountered psychic healing before at like a medical facility, and
Yes. No, I'm aware of that, but it's a meta question because it's like, would characters understand that they have an
Well-
exertion cap that healing can't go over, or that it takes exertion?
Think of it like physical exhaustion. Think of it like when you're so exhausted you can't physically bring yourself to do something. It's the same
Yeah.
kind of concept where if they tried to heal you, it just physically wouldn't take hold because your body's too exhausted to expend the energy required.
It's basically with psychic powers, you dig into a body's own pool of its ability to repair itself and
It's
make
like
it go faster.
accelerating the process, yeah.
I'm aware of all of that, but would the character recognize that it's going to take his energy to make him unable to do other things?
I'd say yes. You have been doing this for long enough and have been healed by these people for long enough and and had it explained to you by other healers.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're going to have a break at like 10, 15 minutes and then come back and after a day of rest and see what you guys want to do with Yakub and all the weird stuff you got, like his memories and his gun and his fancy doodad box. So, back in a bit.
And his baby.
And his baby.
We'll be back at 15, yeah.
Yeah.
10,
Is it his
15.
baby?
Well, I mean, you know, it's his fault.
We'll
Anyway,
find out.
we'll be right back.
Hello. I believe I am owed an amount of sips of beverages. I've got my cordial. I don't have my can of ginger beer because I'm horrible. I'm gonna cheers. Now, dearest Ash and Alice are currently concocting diabolical machinations, by which I mean making dinner.
They've made. Now they are serving.
Excellent. But I will describe a jump forward in time. Events are allowed to pass by the planet below, and its news cycle does report heavily on the events that transpired below. As people rest and relax in their beds, Pim more than likely, or at least one of the Pims, cycles through the available news networks and sees that, of course, the planet's news cycle is reporting on the devastating terrorist attack perpetrated on its own soil, and a very angry council of generals are blaming the Harbonan radical insurgents that have violated Yakuta's sovereign borders and done unspeakable acts of terrorism against the noble and honorable people of Yakuta, and that this act will be met with a firm and swift response.
Oh dear. Pim is actually going to wake up Catalina to this.
Oh,
And
okay.
Dimitri.
Well,
Privyet. What is happening?
Pim? Actually, I probably presumed that. I'm tripping on my own shoes. You probably don't find Catalina in her own bedroom. Let's be honest.
mm-hmm.
Is she in Lucia's?
Probably.
Okay, I'm going to knock.
Maybe they're still in the bath. Who knows?
I'm not even going to knock. Just going to walk in. Just the door's just going to open if that's possible, and Pim is going to walk in and tap on Catalina as quietly as possible.
Pim, what the fuck? You know
I
that
have-
my first instinct is to stab. And you
Yes,
see
but
that
you
her-
can't
her
hurt me
things
even if
start
you
to poke
tried.
out. Her mono blade started to poke out of her arm.
I apologize, but this is very important. It's regarding Harbona.
She retracts her claws and
And Ali finds a hair.
no, it was, I don't know what it was, but it was itchy. Let me put on clothes. Hang on. And
She's butt naked.
yeah, she's butt naked. Of course, she doesn't sleep with clothes.
Yeah, Pim couldn't care less.
Oh, yeah,
You
she
filthy
knows.
biologicals with your filthy imperatives.
She knows. She's also used to this. This is not like. Anyway, so she'll get dressed and she'll come and follow you.
Yeah, he wakes
What
up
is it, Pim?
Dimitri as well and starts the playback of what's happening.
Repeating our top story for this evening, the disgusting, filthy Harbonan terrorists have done unspeakable damage to our beautiful sovereign land, and we are showing replayed footage of our council of brave generals who have been composing a swift response to this unprovoked act of violence against our wonderful sovereign nation. As the national anthem plays quietly in the background.
Cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Catalina.
Cringe.
Can Catalina open up a line to Ava from here?
You can certainly try. Yeah.
She's gonna try a secure line.
Hang on. Allow me to encrypt it first.
Oh, duh. Sorry, I got
What?
so used to Darius being paranoid, I just kind of assumed that it.
Was
yeah.
all the time.
Mm.
Roll me computers.
That is a 3 and a 4. Plus 3, so 10.
It will do. For now.
Make it quick.
Hello?
Maintenance.
Hello, maintenance. How are you doing this evening?
Looks like with a little bit out of commission, but we might need to drop by soon. Do
Of
a
course.
standard check-in?
We have several leaks occurring at the moment.
Duh, I was thinking that it might be prudent to patch them up.
Things are getting a bit out of control. It might be good to let things run their course down here for the time being.
No urgent need of care?
We have experienced these leaks before. We have plenty of bucket to place beneath them.
Okay. It's not going to spread. Maybe make situation worse, burst another pipe?
I'm not sure if the situation can get much worse.
So as contained as possible then, I suppose.
You could say that.
Okay. Well, expect maintenance. We'll update you when we can schedule you in.
20 seconds until line is no longer secure.
Not a problem.
Demetrius is standing with his really confused look on his face. What the fuck is she talking
Good
about?
day to you, ma'am.
Maintenance? Like what?
And to you as well.
I'm cheering up.
Scrubbing.
Can you explain that in non-read technical language, please?
They're doing the best they can to mitigate flames, but there's not much worse it can get right now. I'm just worried that Habana is going to be target too soon.
Yes. I believe, based upon what I know and what data I have uncovered, the chances of there being a retaliation is not low.
Oh, duh.
This
They
is
will
where
look for someone
Darius
to
could be
attack.
useful! Stupid Darius having to get himself killed. We need to tell the people that the Yakutan government is full of absolute ass. We need to get that footage absolutely public.
It is not just that. They need a viable alternative.
Yeah, and we also
Taking
need to
down
take...
one lot of tyrants to replace with another lot of tyrants is not a good... It's not an efficient result.
Look, we need to take out everything so they can start again. But the people have to know why and what is happening and going on. It's complicated.
I have been thinking about developing a communication jamming grenade.
Oh?
Yes. I arrived at the idea that there might be an electromagnetic jelly that can be applied to perhaps radar dishes or satellite dishes, perhaps even satellites in orbit.
So they don't work until they're put down on bed or washed or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah, you keep doing that. That seems like it could be handy.
I have many ideas, but for now I think it best that we do not return to Yakuta straight away.
What? No, we need to go back. We can't leave a job half finished.
I said straight away. Give it a couple of days. Let the kettle cool down before you put your hand back in the water.
Eva said the same thing. She said we
That
should
is
also stay
all
off
mixed
planet
with
for a while.
metaphors that I understand. We have kicked the beehive good, is what he's saying.
It's almost time for morning wake-ups. I will probably have to get cooking.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to extract what information we can from Yakubs before we go back to planet.
Very well. I will put a dossier in all of the crew's monologues. Wait, is that right? No. Logs. Why did I say monologue? You'll notice that Pim is actually having trouble thinking at the moment.
Are you okay, Pim?
Yes. It's just... Portions of my code went through a very large purge recently.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently there was still some lasting remnants of Blacklands.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm feeling much better. The emotional anger that I felt beforehand has actually subsided.
This is good. If you're not okay, Pim, you can always talk to us, okay?
The only
It
issue
is-
with that, Catalina, is that I am not fully aware or understanding of the term not okay. I do
Oh.
not have the same compass you have.
Oh.
If you
right.
no, to think like engineer. If you're not running at optimal efficiency, maybe it is better to tell us about it.
You almost sound like Alec there.
I will think about it. For now, I will get cooking.
Okay.
I also
Oh.
need to check on Dr. Charles.
Pim, I'm really craving some, like, steak. Maybe some bacon?
Medium rare steak. Bacon. Would you like anything else? If you're trying to get iron, may I suggest broccoli and wilted spinach?
No, just... it's not... Maybe some sausages.
With beans? You need to get your fiber, Catalina.
Is...
How about this?
I will
Either it's
think about
beans
it.
or it's Brussels sprouts. Your choice.
I will... You know what? You put
Brussels
it on my
sprouts. I
plate
love
and I'll
Brussels
see
sprouts
how I
cooked
go,
in butter
okay?
with garlic,
Just lots of meat,
bit of cracked pepper.
I'm really
Lots of
craving
meat.
the meat. Lots of meat.
Kidney bean sauce it is. He says as he turns around and walks off.
If you're really craving the meat, why are you hanging out?
What?
What, clam's a type of meat, isn't it?
Wow.
Everybody who rested regains hit points equal to their level. If you were being tended to by a physician, gain that many again. You also lose 1 point of system strain.
Catalina, once it dawns in, will actually blush at what Dimitri said, which is not actually a very common reaction for Catalina.
God damn it.
Dimitri smokes and winks and turns away.
I regret nothing.
And Catalina throws the nearest thing she can find at him.
A pillow, probably.
So be it. Ah, I'm dripping on myself.
Pillow fight! Lockie jumps in with the space dementia.
Okay. Everybody's able to enter into a pleasant morning routine. And after you'll have a pleasant and hearty breakfast and so on and so forth, you are all probably gathered in the lunch in like the officers' lounge, having a chat about what to do with your day and what you all experienced down there.
A small note. Anyone who pays any attention at all would notice that Catalina avoids anything other than the meat. She just doesn't have an appetite for it.
Can I also add that as she does that, you're literally getting death stared by Pim?
She's pointedly ignoring you.
Okay, and Pim is pointedly pouring kidney bean sauce over your steak.
And she's picking out the meat.
Like, avoid it now, it's basted.
She's just, if she eats it, she makes the most sour face you've seen her make when eating food. And
Yes, eat it.
And she just, like, almost looks like she's just can't digest it. She's like, and, like, will attempt to swallow it and she'll eat it, but feel really dissatisfied and she'll just go back to eating meat.
Well, she tried. All these people are disappearing outside of the airlock. Should I be worried?
I'm moving you all to the flippin'...
Like, damn it, Yakub, how did you do this?
How is Charles feeling today?
You wake up probably like half an hour. You probably kind of rouse a bit at Pim's wake up call, but probably only really come together about half an hour after that. You are in pain. Your arms are throbbing. And
I start to knit myself back together again.
Indeed. you you are able to very
no.
slowly
Where have you
heal
taken
yourself.
us?
I've taken you
Oh, I
to
found you. Okay, I found us.
deck 2 in the officer's kitchen.
Where are you taking us?
Well, I mean,
So-
I'm trying to follow you on the map. I'm sorry, audience, if I made you dizzy.
So it takes you quite a bit longer than usual to actually heal yourself as your healing powers with your telekinesis have been dulled. So like as you're lying in the bed, you're like, and you can see the readout of your fractured arms like slowly stitching themselves back together. And after kind of a painful chunk of time, you have enough cohesion in your muscles to and bones to like chance getting up and going down for breakfast. So you walk in, and the best you can do is like hovering a fork and like having it feed you.
Yeah.
Telekinetically, while your arms are just like in splints in front of you at the table.
Feed me, Seymour.
Would you like a bib?
I am fine.
Yes, the splints make that perfectly clear. The silence
fine.
sustains me.
Sorry. Real life Alice is too busy consuming food to pay attention.
Actually, that's something. Yes, I do notice. The moment I notice that, I'm just sort of like, once we're done here, Catalina, you're coming to the med bay.
Fork with sausage on it. I'm fine.
Doctor's orders.
I didn't even get hit once in the fight yesterday.
I don't care.
Fine, whatever. Just
You also agreed to scans and tests, Catalina.
okay. Okay. There's a limit to this. I said okay to you looking into my skin DNA. I'm curious too, you know. But
Yes.
I don't like being poked and prodded too much. Plus, remember, you know, you can only get it from implant.
To be fair, Catalina, in your words, at one stage your hands were very much inside my core. I think it's very fair that at some stage I get my hands inside of your genetic code.
Okay, you know what? You let me help you build your new bot. I'll let you use my code for it.
Bioorganic bot. I'm
sounds
planning
pretty
to be
cool.
able to feel.
That sounds amazing. I definitely want in on this. Hey, you know what? We do make a pretty good team, you know? Dimitri's pretty good, Loki's pretty good. We're all getting pretty savvy with the tech.
Are you all offering to help me build a bioorganic echo?
Okay,
I mean,
we
I
kind
will
of
try and
lost
help.
your other echoes, so...
I believe that is up to the master of space, whoever that may be.
You kind
Oh
of
wait, what? You're serious? There's a master in space.
Well, definitely. The universe is a bit of a sub.
the entire table turns towards the fourth wall. It shatters.
We all just stare directly into it like,
It's like, what kind of sickos would watch this? Everyone just looks at the camera.
as Charles finishes like knitting one of his arms together, the telekinetically loosens the straps on his splint and lets it fall to the table so that he can start like eating properly.
Mm-hmm. At this, Dr. Lucy enters like she wheels in the baby in the incubator, walks in, kind of parks it next to her seat at the table, sits down, and is like, "Oh, good, I've made it," and starts to chow down.
Just,
Yes,
you know,
the useless mass.
Lucy doesn't have a name tag underneath her.
Oh, my bad.
How will we know who she is?
How many years does it take for it to start feeding itself?
3 or 4. Well, it is odd. It is not human. It is not fully human.
No wonder the pretext made AI.
So, Doctor.
Well, how long does it take for an AI to feed itself?
Are you serious?
Maybe.
Dr. Lucy chimes up and says, I'm concerned. Why? I was very on the job before, but I have to ask, why do we have a baby?
Genetic
you see.
experimentation. It was born from the remains of one of the creatures that we killed.
Explorations of Children by Ed Varnon. Chapter 1, page 1. When a mother and a father
Tim?
love each other very much.
That doesn't count.
I read
Well-
several books, Charles. I want the information not to go to waste.
Are we keeping this child? It has what? Are we naming him? He has 6 eyes and 6 wings.
So did his father.
Father.
Sire.
His male.
His sire also had 6 arms and... No, what's it? 6 wings and 6... Whatever the fuck it was.
We should call him Sixes.
No.
As
Well, he
accurate
makes
as that
sense.
might seem, is not good name for baby.
All right. I got a better one. Gavin.
No.
No.
I like the name Gavin.
I figured the proper name for it might be Gabriel.
You mean from religion?
Either that or Lucifer.
I do
Being as
not.
what it managed to do in the room that we found it in.
Oh yeah, its sire had laser eye beam things.
Why not call it Hex? Because it has 6 points, and it is a curse upon us.
We do not know if it is a curse upon us.
Okay, but if this child grows up with name like this, poor child. I mean, come on. What kind of scars is going to live this child? I mean, it might not be bad. Just because he come from bad place does not mean it's
Yeah,
bad.
sins of the father and not the sin of the child.
As opposed to
Yeah.
giving it the name of the literal devil.
I did not agree with this name either. We don't give it devil name. No.
So
Lucifer
Gabriel.
was not a devil. Lucifer was an angel.
Yeah,
You want to get
fallen
into
from-
theological
anyway,
metaphysical
it doesn't
argument
matter.
about child name?
That I know. We've been over this. It's like bedtime story with you. Is
I still like the name Gavin.
Mordo just grunts and... Lockie, can you pass the meat before Catalina gets it all?
I can always cook some more.
I was gonna say,
How
I
about
think
Pierre?
looking at that, you would see that he's been like trying to hoard some of it onto his plate the whole time as well.
Catalina has not touched anything else. Like not pancakes, not like eggs, nothing. Just the
Fast
meat.
forward to the moment where Catalina is being held down and a single grape is being forced into her mouth.
Eat it!
Eat the fiber!
Meanwhile, like, Mordo is literally just putting sausages in his pockets.
Pocket bacon.
He's not actually.
I was gonna say, is he storing them for winter?
Yes.
We could give him a very normal human name, like Toby
Or Gavin?
or Richard. I would get a kick out of calling him Dick.
No, this is terrible name. You guys are terrible people
Richard
with
is a
baby
beautiful
naming.
name. What are you talking about?
I mean, I still
Gary
like
and Gavin,
Gavin.
is fine. They're like normal names.
They
They're
have been
boring, but they're
kings
normal.
named after Richard.
Hey, what's boring about Gavin? I had a mate, Gavin.
I just say it's boring name, you know, like it's not very exciting. You
It
can
is
say it's
common.
bad name, just boring.
You never met Gavin.
Common.
It's true. I
A
have not
boring
met
name.
Gavin.
Very well. What about Super Gavin? Is that exciting enough?
Pim,
We can discuss naming the baby later.
Pretty sure I just got Ash.
Super.
Underneath that.
Lucy we have ethical and moral obligations to the child for now. If it proves to be a problem, it gets maybe punted out the airlock. But before then, we should look after it.
Look, realistically, we should just say John. What is called when no one have name?
John Doe?
Is it? It's okay.
John Hancock.
It is John Doe.
Just
John Hancock.
until we have name for baby. It, just for now. It can be John. That is terrible name for baby. Who knows baby named John? Like, seriously.
Hey, you're the one suggesting it. I said Gavin. Much better.
No, his name of, like, missing person.
Megavin.
No, find person.
Dr. Lucy says, well, I don't think I'll be calling him John. I might call him James.
Sure.
Don't do that.
It's fine.
No?
What's wrong with James?
It's too close to Jim, and I like the gym.
I rolled James on the random name table.
No, James is good, and it's not that close to Jim. Also, why is this problem? I mean, Jim and James is two different name, and then name Jim is different to yeah. Like, I'm very confused with you right now.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Look, it's just name for the time being. We can give proper name later. Just call it something. If doctor says James, then James it is. No?
Alright, but the next one we get, we're naming Gavin.
Fine, you can name the next pet Gavin.
It's not a pet.
This is a baby.
It's a pet.
Bible!
It's like a pet.
Close enough, man. Babies are just as bad as pets. You gotta look after them every moment of every day. But I love my pets.
It is like pet. We feed it and we care for it until it can look after itself.
Yes,
Then
but
after
even
it stops being a pet, it becomes a child. Then
even a
whatever.
pet inside books will bring you your slippers. This just screams at you.
No, baby pets will not bring you your slippers. They will chew them to pieces and leave mess everywhere. Especially your favorite things. They will find your favorite jacket and they'll destroy it. They will find your clothes and your socks and take one and leave the other, and all kinds of annoying things like this.
Does this mean that Jacob Hanna is a pet?
Sure, you can call him Gavin. Or was it Gary? I don't remember.
Currently, I think he's like
I
Worm.
don't want to have to talk about fucking taking his pets off to the happy farm in the sky and explaining that to Pim.
Oh no, I'm very familiar with death.
Oh, we're all good then.
At this point, Lucia chimes in and says, "Yes, are we going to talk about your prisoner in the med bay, or are we going to keep talking about baby?"
Oh, yeah. More important, we have prisoner in medbay.
Yes.
I will ready a shot of epinephrine to wake him up.
I will pretend I know what you're talking about. Good job, Pim.
Adrenaline, Catalina.
See, what's that so hard?
Well, adrenaline is natural and occurring in the biological body, whereas epinephrine is man-made and synthetic.
Okay, fine, just call it wake-up juice.
I have a vial of wake-up juice.
Good, done. Okay, is it not...
I will
As
wait
this
till you get
conversation
here
keeps
before
going,
I apply the wake-up
Anyone
juice.
that pays any attention to Charles notices that the cup that he was like drinking out of is like cracked.
It is official. Charles is now a pet.
Pim, that's not how pets work. We'll go over this.
Very well. You'll actually notice that Pim is actually giggling.
No.
So I'm guessing once the meal is concluded, the party will make their way up to the med bay and might have a conversation with Yakub once he's roused from his slumber.
I also presume that Catalina's going to get poked and prodded, but you know.
Start with Yakub. Hey, stop! You messed up my
No,
flow.
I have pims everywhere. You cannot contain me.
So all of you pack into the med bay.
I give him a once over before anyone goes near him, just to make sure that he's not going to adversely react to what I'm about to do.
Charles, is it okay if I apply the 50 cc's of wake up juice?
Well, not yet.
Catalina has a chuckle to herself.
I first try some smelling salts.
Okay.
Because there's less chance of an adverse reaction to smelling salts than there is to dumping a whole bunch of artificial adrenaline into his system.
No. Wake up juice.
You expose it under his nose to some smelling salts, and after a little bit, there is a reaction, and his nose kind of begins to twitch. He's like,
If it takes more than a minute, I literally just go, stab him.
Oh, yes. Pim just stabs him in the thigh.
okay, you stab him.
If you go to stab him in the thigh, I go, no. I move his hands right over his chest.
Oh,
Now stab him.
got it. Going straight for the heart.
And since he's still restrained, he attempts to sit rapidly bolt upright and is met by severe resistance, and is just like,
Oh, we're awake, are we?
what?
Well, let me get that as I use telekinesis to pull the needle out of his chest and float it away.
He is breathing hard and heavy as he has a lot of blood pumping really quickly through his body, and his eyes are wide, and he's just darting around the room at everybody who's in there. What do you want? Where am I?
Catalina still has his tablet, by the way. Have
Mhm.
I found anything on it of worth or value, or?
If you've taken the time to go through it, you would have gained an understanding of its function.
Yeah.
He has several saved files on this device, basically like a playlist, and when you have played them, just as a test, I assume you play the file that says Ani.
Hell yeah, fucking
Okay.
yes, you would.
You play the file, and several unusual light-emitting devices slide out of the side of this device, all aiming away from the screen as they were holding it, and in conjunction with very, very strange and weirdly distorted sounds, a very specific series of flashing lights emits from this device. So a really weird combination of audio and visual stimuli plays over the course of about 10 seconds, then it stops, the arms retract, and it's done.
How many other names are there?
9.
Are they all unfamiliar names?
Most of them are all Russian names. You would recognize them by, you knew someone at home from that family, but just kind of in passing.
You'd recognize the surnames, but not the specific.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but there's no maybe Yakutan names, or people of his family, or other government generals that he might have under his thumb.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
And so you know that it does that.
but I don't know what it means.
Nope.
Did I find anything else, or literally just that?
On this device, yeah, just that.
Okay. When we're walking in here, Catalina has the tablet with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just holding it.
Okay. So he has asked, "Where am I, and what do you want with me?"
You're currently somewhere where you're not currently going to die, and answers like number one, I point to the incubator and I go, "The fuck is that?"
That is new to me. It is an
Well,
infant.
You unleashed
Okay, no.
its
It
father
has an
on
infant
us.
with 6 eyes and 6 wings.
Ah. So it did. So it did successfully engage in parthenogenesis.
It what?
Impressive.
No. It what?
The being with the
What is
wings
the
and the
being?
eyes. It engaged in parthenogenesis and
Yes,
has
I
evolved
understand
another-
that part. I'm saying, what is it to begin with?
I
I am.
assume it means parent.
No.
It's not what we're asking. How did it get like that? Same as your little tentacle friend and your fire friend and the fucking bug dickhead.
On the lady with the really big legs who was sexy.
How did you do it?
They entered into a chamber. And they
Genetic
emerged
experimentation is outlawed in this sector, especially
That's-
at that level.
That's cute.
If he's looking at Catalina at all, he would notice that she is, chrome.
He's focusing mainly on Dr. Charles because he's like right there and up in his face after he and Pim stabbed him in the chest.
I'm just pointing out that it'd be pretty obvious that she's been genetically modified,
Hmm.
because she's not hiding who she is at the moment.
Okay. May I ask a question? So-called Dr. Charles, who seems to have very dangerous friends and managed to infiltrate my high-functioning to-do. What is your stake in all this, huh?
My stake in all this is to stop your government from taking over and killing an entire planet because you don't like them.
We are unifying a soul.
You are not doing anything like that.
Oh, really? Well, Dr. Charles, who knows so much about so many different things, tell me, why do you have someone genetically modified as part of your crew as well?
Because her genetic modification was life or death, and it wasn't done by me.
Well, our unification is life or death.
No, it is not. What?
Yeah.
What is killing and torturing her bonans going to unify? What is that? Where's the life and death other than you killing her bonans?
If you don't understand, I feel no reason to elaborate further.
Doctor, if we're going to have a conversation, I think we have to do it calmly.
No, because I have taken an oath. I will not harm you. I may have been a bit overzealous in your basement of terrors, but I was under the influence. So I can't do anything in this situation. So I'm going to leave.
Oh, Charles.
I'm going to leave you with all of my friends here, who are, as you said, quite dangerous. What Motto?
Before you go, what exactly are you wanting to know?
I want to know any sort of military information he might know. I want to know where that machine that turned these men into whatever the hell they are now is so it can be destroyed, and whatever Catalina wants to know.
And
Everything she wants to know. I will return if such time as you cease to breathe. Until then, bye. And Charles just walks out the door.
On the way out, Catalina will grab his arm and say, "You should take Lucy and the baby with you."
I will. Lucy with me. We'll put the baby in the other med bay.
Lucky, should we adjourn? I believe we are better of service if we go and get a selection of tools.
I can. I think you're on the ball there.
Please message me, Mordo, if you have any specific tools or implements you need.
I just glance around the room. No, there's enough here.
And Charles shouts over his shoulder, if he seems to be getting close to not breathing, just shout and I'll come in and make sure it continues.
Not a problem.
Pim is going to go and continue working on his little job with Lockie if Lockie's willing.
Don't forget to move your character, Ash.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I should probably
I
do
just
that.
don't know which Pim to follow.
So the one into the lab. The one into the lab.
The other direction.
So many Pims in there already.
Quick, form a circle around him.
Oh no.
One of us.
Indoctrinate him!
Oh,
One
God.
of us.
Assimilate him.
Actually, as we leave, Lockie's going to turn to Pim and go, don't have the stomach for that kind of stuff. Fighting I can understand, but torture, nah, not my thing.
Information extraction is not something I like either. I much prefer the computer screens, and the cars, and those monster trucks you showed me.
We're going to make one day, I tell you. So, what you working on?
I am working on a bioorganic echo. In short, a body like yours for me.
See, I understand what you're after, but I don't know how I can help you out with it.
Well, you said I was your brother, right?
Yeah, and I'll do anything to help you, but I mean,
I
most
have
of my knowledge
elected-
is in weapons and...
I have elected, with your permission, to make yours, your DNA, the very base for my genetic code. In short, you will be related to me by blood.
Let's do it.
Thank you. And yeah, series of tests. I'm gonna use Lockie's genetic makeup as the main
foundation.
part of the genetic code. Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
I'm trying to make different music, but I've forgotten what they are.
What was that?
Ah, yes. Deep, dark, and serious moment of torture.
It's like, I almost imagined the final countdown. Groovy torture time.
See, this was backup music for the Fall of Grace nightclub, but not appropriate.
Torture montage music, good grief.
But yes, that actually is
Yeah.
great montage music.
Yeah,
for
but me and
a new
Lucky are
test on
making a
Lucky.
body. We're not having a girls' night out painting.
I
nails.
mean, I feel like it's close enough with you two.
Like, it's not like we're going shopping or some shit. That would have been perfect music for the scrapyard.
So then I'm just going, yeah, oh, let's go.
Yay! It's like when we've got everything, we just both jump into the air and freeze fame. Jesus. All right, on with the torture.
I will go for hang on. This seems very appropriate. Mordo, Dimitri, Catalina, and Molly are in the medbay alone with Yakub. What do you do?
Mordo's just sitting there staring, saying nothing, just looking at him, waiting until... giving him the chance to hang himself with his own noose, basically.
Catalina's kind of doing the same thing. She's not into torture either. She's trying to figure out what to do. She's just standing there, kind of with arms crossed.
So, Yakub,
Yes.
tell me about the machine.
What machine? I make many.
So your little
Oh, it's so itchy, god damn it! And he pulls
ice
up his sleeve,
experiments.
and you can see the hacked up tattoos on his arm. And Mordo goes and gets a knife and just goes, I'm sorry, I know this is disgusting, but it's just bothering me so much. And he starts driving the knife into his own arm and flicking out pellets of the gunpowder. Sorry, continue, Dimitri.
So the machine that turns your men into these oddities, like men with tentacles, or on fire, or big legs, or what machine is this?
The fact that you know as much as you do is telling. How did you learn of this?
That is not the question. The question is, tell me what you know.
That is my question.
I know that you have it. I do not know where it is. I'm not sure why you have it or what you are using it. I know that your men are in great pain afterwards, and I know that they volunteered beforehand.
I will answer your question if you answer mine.
How do I know? Because I have seen it inside their heads.
Well, this device was found deep underground long ago.
And?
And it was investigated and certain properties were found. Certain useful properties.
What is the place that it teleports them to?
I don't know.
You have not been into it yourself?
No. I have seen through the eyes of drones. I have heard first-hand accounts. I have not entered myself.
What is your ultimate purpose for this? Are you going to turn all of Yakuta into strange, half-alien hybrids?
You get to... I think it's time for you to answer my question. What stake do you have in this war, brother?
What stake do I have?
Oh no, this cow.
Filthy fucking Yakutan scum are invading my home.
Your home planet lacks order. It is run by whoever makes the shiniest toys. Gets to shape law. That is no way. That is no way to run a society.
That is our way of life, and it is sacrosanct to us.
Hardbona is a
You run
peaceful
things
planet.
on your planet the way that you want. We don't invade your planet saying, well, it must be chaos here. Fuck everything.
Your society and your principles are flawed. We are attempting to bring order to our...
We
soul.
don't want your order.
That is not up to you.
That is up to us. We did not ask for you to invade us. We do not need you to invade us. We do not need your order or your way of life. We already have our own.
Only a unified system can save us.
From what?
Only a unified system can save us from...
He doesn't respond.
Oh, so there's some other reason you are fucking everybody and killing people for some higher purpose that you can't be bothered to explain because only you know what it is.
Catalina at this point is gonna walk over to Molly and pick her up and cradle her in her arms Go. Molly, are you able to help enlighten us?
I would certainly try.
I would like to see you try to. Just be careful. He's not worth it. You are more precious than he is.
Okay. Who wants to come too?
Me.
She jumps from Katarina's arms, lands on the bed next to Yakub, and as soon as she does, he locks eyes with her, and there's an exchange. Okay.
Crawls up and sits on his chest.
Molly's antenna begin to twitch really fast back and forth, and you can see he is actively struggling, beads of sweat are building up on his brow. She's against what Molly is doing to him. It seems he is anticipating a mental incursion and is actively resisting.
Catalina walks around to him and grabs at his injured arm.
Okay. There is an immediate yelp of pain that kind of breaks his attempt at concentration.
She knows how mental concentration works.
And though he is still doing his best to resist, Dimitri, you are pulled out of your own conscious mind and find yourself dropped into Yakubs. Cut that and play this. This is the soundtrack for Dimitri. I quite like.
I can never hear any of them.
Why not? Turn it up.
Nah, because it's the way I've got it set up for the stream. It doesn't come through my headphones, it comes through my speakers, so that don't worry, it's a long story.
You are standing in a laboratory. It is the highest of high tech, and in there is Yakub. He is not wearing a suit jacket, he's wearing a lab coat. It's stained with coffee and ink under the breast pocket. He is clearly severely lacking in sleep and appears to be about 6-7 years younger than he is as you see him in reality. And he is in the presence of two other individuals, one colleague and one military man, high-ranking. Yakub is standing over a holographic display of this device and is talking to the people in the room, but you're having a hard time actually hearing what they're saying. Every time you try and push through and hear the actual words, the space around you rumbles as you can feel his resistance to your mental incursion.
Do I have a physical presence?
You are kind of floating ethereally. You feel like you can will yourself around this view of the room and see things from different angles if you want to.
Yeah, that's my plan. I'm also thinking touch the people talking, if it'll have an effect.
Okay. Who do you wish to touch?
Whoever's speaking first, I guess.
Speaking currently would be Yakub.
Well, then I will reach out and touch Yakub.
Okay. Reach out, touch him, and you feel that you make your own connection to his mind. Please roll me a d20.
There's a 2.
Okay, you reach out to touch him, and you just feel kind of like in like a weird psychic ripple, like a thought of you just hear the words, "It's unavoidable unless," and then like your hand gets forced away by his resistance.
Molly,
Yeah.
take us somewhere else. Take me back. Can you take me? This is not new, but not old. Take me back further.
How far?
Let's say 10 years.
Okay. You are pulled from this moment as the light from the space becomes a pinpoint as you are yanked away from this part of his mind. King Carolina, you are standing over him, hand at the ready above his stump, and he is actively like struggling, sweating, and like grimacing, and just saying, "Stop! No!"
You know it hurts a lot less if you don't resist.
Shut up!
I don't think you have the right to tell me to shut up.
This would be more effective if we got him to want to tell us, Catalina. I'm
know.
not sure I approve entirely of this method.
He doesn't want to tell us. Do you have any better ideas? Because I don't like this either.
There's better methods.
Oh, do you have them at hand? Go ahead. But right now we have a way to at least get something.
Go ahead, but if this is the way we're doing it, it's not my place either. And I'm actually going to walk out too.
Okay. Mordo leaves the room.
Before Mordo walks out. No, I'm not going to do that. It's fine.
Okay. What, are you planning something, Catalina?
Nope, she's letting them go on their journey, and she's just watching him very, very closely.
Okay.
She will sort of try and persuade him to give us the information willingly, but other than that, she's just gonna sit and watch. She'll sort of repeat herself a little bit, like, you could
Really,
just...
I'm looking either for the source of his fear, or even like when they first found the machine, maybe like something like this.
Okay.
And all the while, Catalina's like, you could just tell us. This is so unnecessary. None of us want to be here doing this. I'm sure you're not enjoying this. You're not having a good time. I can tell you, I've been where you are. It's not fun. And she's just rambling.
Neither is the alternative.
What is the alternative? Why don't you tell us?
He's not. He's unwilling to divulge that detail. And Dimitri, your hop through time continues. You are back a further 10 years. He appears to be in his mid-30s at this point, and is having a picnic on a grassy knoll with his partner. He's exchanging words with her. He has a holographic projector and is just having a conversation with her. He has a small hologram of the device and seems to be talking energetically about it with her, but again, you can't hear the details.
Just trying to think, how can I like push myself into this? Not with a 6.
Well, he rolled a 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this time you reach out. Are you going for him or his wife?
I'll go for his wife.
Okay.
I will sit down next to her in my ethereal, put my arm around her and say, "Isn't this nice, Yakub?"
Oh god!
God,
You
that's
just, like,
creepy.
float along next to her.
Dick Mitri.
And Catalina, entirely unprompted, you just hear Hannah say out loud, "You leave her out of this." But in the actual memory, you can feel and like hear like what is being said to her by Yakub. He's saying, "It's amazing. It's just it's all the power we need. There's so much we could do with this thing. It's just there's so much it can offer us, so much we can achieve scientifically. It's really a groundbreaking thing. It's amazing."
Does she ask any questions?
She's expressing concern at its limitations and mentioning, yes, dear, it seems very impressive, but you seem to believe it's going to just keep on doing what it's doing forever. It must have limits. It is mortal, like the both of us. He goes on to say, "This device has functioned for hundreds of years. I'm sure it's not going to halt anytime soon."
This is not what I'm looking for.
Okay. Where to?
He's not scared in this one. Maybe 5 years from now.
Okay, you jump forward 5 years. He is standing in a power plant. And is alone. There was no one else in the room with him, and he is taking measurements of readouts from a large, chunky-looking, hardwired console.
Do I recognize this? Can I read the console?
Yes, you can. You drift up next to it. Roll me tech push check as you give it a once over.
That would be 8. Oh. 7 on the dice plus. Where's my post tech?
You have
A
a plus
post tech 1 or is it 0?
I thought it was 1.
I feel like it's 1.
Yeah, it's 1. So that'd be 9.
Okay, you take a look at it, and it's kind of a breakdown of power readouts kind of across this station, and the inputs and outputs going to various different places. You can see that this station is registering a drop in power feed that has been occurring over the past few months, and it seems that he's investigating it and looks a bit concerned.
It'd be funny if I diagnosed his problem. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, this is not what I'm looking for. I will rule myself out.
Okay. You disconnect from his mind, and Catalina, you see Yakub finally able to like actually catch his breath as Dimitri, who at this point was kind of just like resting shoulder against the wall as this connection took place, goes and is conscious of his body once more.
Catalina was making sure that his vital signs were okay. She didn't want him to actually, suffer.
It was a bit actually for a moment there. He was appearing quite stressed and in distress, but he was okay.
I cannot find this. To justify his invasion, like, not understand that maybe willing unification is better than subjugation.
Catalina sits on the bed next to Molly and just stares at him.
He's unhappy.
But he has a pretty wife.
Duh, I met her.
You shut up about my wife.
I met your
What's that
children.
pretty is compliment. What is wrong with you, dickhead?
I met your children too. You know that?
I recognize you now.
They're quite lovely.
They should be safe. I think I let you manage to get. Well, I crashed the whole van into the wall.
They are
Escape.
safe. Your wife ran away with a number of the guests, and your children are safe in the safe room, in the panic room that you built under the ground. I made
know.
sure of that.
I put them there myself.
Yeah, but we also made it so the spike drive didn't.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that we saved your entire house with your children included from blowing up.
I would have been able to do that myself if you had not invaded my home, cut off my arm, stolen all of my toys, threatened my guests, and blown up several walls.
That's true.
Me,
But
me,
you know
me,
what?
me. This is all I'm hearing.
You know, none of that would have happened if you didn't invade
Invade our planet?
Harbona, kidnap our people, brainwash them, wipe their personalities, make them do who knows what with this thing. You know, there is a cycle to everything, Yakub, and it comes back around to bite you in the ass every time.
What is your stake in this, girl? You're clearly Harbonnen as well.
She just
Have
smiles.
I offended you? Have I killed a family member in this war of ours?
That remains to be seen.
I'm surprised you don't see the family resemblance.
She always was my favorite.
Yeah, you be careful what you say about her, because I tell you now, you might be worse for wear.
After all, I do require a specimen for genetic testing. I need to run tests.
Don't worry, Pim. It's he that will be in trouble, not me.
Well, you and your sister certainly share a good deal of spirit.
Oh, I know.
I tried for months and she would not break. What a shame.
Good. That's the Annie I know. What did you do to her?
I gave her a choice,
Oh.
and she
Choice?
chose this.
And what was her other choice that was so terrible that she would choose to become nobody? And
Telling
give
me
up everything.
Telling me what I wanted to know about what they were doing on Harbona.
Catalina, like, absolutely grins. Goes, yeah, okay, that sounds about right. I'm proud of little Annie. She did good job, huh, Dimitri? She's good.
No, it is pretty good, I guess. Just go for Blake Murray or give up
Well,
on everything at all.
If he wiped her mind, it means that she clearly did not give him what he was looking for. So what were you looking for, Yakub?
I was still looking.
So you're not looking anymore, then?
I was before you so rudely interrupted my business.
Maybe we knew the answers to what you.
Have you been to Harbona recently?
Who needs to go there when you know how to communicate with its people? Hello? Where do you think we come from?
Yes, but you both seem a bit out of touch.
I've
might
not been
be.
here maybe.
We might be, but we know people who are not.
Things may have changed a lot more than you realize down in your home.
Mm,
Oh, duh, there is fleets of tanks roaming around the place. There's lots of war and famine and disease and bombardments and shit. That wasn't happening last time I was.
Oh, and these Zazar are much closer in integration now than they were before.
Oh yeah, duh.
Nice to see, you know?
Like,
Vermin. Keep
Stay on topic.
I'm sorry, what do you know about vermin, Yakub? Because I'm sorry, I feel like I'm looking at one right now. You have no right to speak of another species just because they don't look like you as vermin.
They roll around in the dirt and filter it for mites from which to feed. That is nothing compared to us.
Oh, because like
Okay.
humans do not like roll around in the dirt and extract things from it to.
They are also essential part of our ecosystem. Without them, impossible to grow. Don't you understand anything? I thought you were a scientist.
I am a scientist,
You're
and I am
losing a lot of
concerned-
my respect very quickly as a person who is also well versed in science, okay?
I am a lot more concerned with protecting my people than some group of
Okay, but what
backwater
Fred, does
insects.
what
a
are you
species that won't
protecting
leave its
your
planet
planet
to-
from?
Annihilation.
Okay, but how does invading and
And
absolutely
it's not just our
like,
planet. There is another planet in the system you are looking after.
Yes, it is being colonized. That's what
why?
happens when
How-
you don't resist us so violently.
It already
How?
has people living on it.
No, it doesn't matter. How does that stop your planet from being annihilated?
With all of the system's resources combined, we can achieve many things.
That's nice. I don't give a fuck. But how does it stop annihilation? What are you so afraid of? Because right now you're killing a lot of people to get your way.
He doesn't. He just shakes his head and says nothing.
Well, I see you have two options right here, Yakub. We know where your family is. We know how to get to them without anyone knowing. I think you might have been the only person to maybe stop us. But you're
My
not there
question
to
is more-
protect them anymore, Yakub. You're here with us, and we have a way to go back. You do not. Who are you going to warn to protect them? They don't even know they're a target. Oh, that's right, Yakub. You can go after our families, but don't forget, we can also go after yours.
Roll me persuade.
Ah, come on, dice, don't fail me, damn it!
And you can assist.
Oh, I assist.
Mm-hmm. So, also roll 2d6, and if you beat a 7, you can give it +1 to Catalina.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Okay, that makes mine a 10. My heart is beating so fast right now.
Okay. He looks up at you and across to Molly, looking genuinely shaken and shook by your very direct and seemingly very achievable threat on the lives of him and his family. And he just says, "Fine. Allah have mercy on my soul, I suppose."
Your pitiful god that doesn't exist will not care.
Hush, hush, now's not time for religion.
I will show you what you want to know, Bug.
Molly, make sure he plays nice. You did that too high-pitched, Rory.
Your mouth open, but the microphone.
And he willingly lets Molly connect once more, but this time Molly pulls in both Dimitri and Catalina. And once again, you are inside that laboratory. Yakub is a mess. He's standing next to the colleague of his, next to the general, but this time you can hear that conversation crystal clear. Yakub just says, "We have no choice. The power demands from this device, they are becoming more and more unsustainable. It used to fuel us, but now to save us, we have to feed power back in. It's too much. Dams are being constructed every day, but we can't keep up with the demand required from this. We need more resources. We need more people. We need so much more." And the general just says, "And what are you suggesting?" Yakub. He says, we need to do something drastic to save our people. It will be too late if we don't. Something has to change. Something has to... we need more. This planet is doomed if we do nothing. And the general just says, and you're sure? Total annihilation? Yakub says, yes. If you see here, the second this device loses power, that object enters real space. It will enter inside this planet. It will crack it like an egg from the inside. No one on the surface will survive that. For some reason, whoever left it here gave it enough power to run for millennia, but we tapped into it and now it is almost gone. We need to give it back and give it more, otherwise it will release the ship into real space again. The general says, how long do we have at the current rate of decay? And Yakub says, a year, maybe 2. It's impossible to tell. And the general says, well, I may have a solution to our problem. I will take what you have told me to the Senate, and thank you, Yakub. This may save many lives. And he breaks the connection, and you are back in your own minds and bodies.
So, from what I'm understanding, you found an alien machine, and not understanding what it did, but seeing that it had some kind of power, used it.
We as a people used it to recover from the effects of the scream centuries ago. It was very useful to help us restabilize our society and get on the front foot of gaining a more respectable technology level. But our hubris was too much.